Welcome to Q's on the Move. My name is Brother Lorenzo Perlman, and I am the Munu chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, chairman for social action. Today's podcast will focus on the great work that Munu chapter is doing in Montgomery County, Maryland, and the 2nd District. My co-host this evening is Brother Sean Ratliff, Vice Bacillus of Munu chapter in Montgomery County, Maryland. Brother Ratliff will take a few minutes to give a brief overview of Munu chapter, a graduate chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated in Montgomery County, Maryland. Brother Ratliff.
Well, thank you, Brother Dr. Perlman. And let me just say this, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here this evening. So let me just go ahead and start with this. Munu chapter is actually in its 51st year of serving Montgomery County. We've been involved in programs such as tutoring, blood drives, fatherhood programs, just teaching fathers how to be better parents, a talent hunt program, which provides exposures to talented young people that are participating in the fine arts. We do Achievement Week banquet. And basically what that is, it just provides opportunities for scholarships for deserving high school seniors. And so I'm just so proud of this chapter. But most importantly, one of our signature programs, which we're going to have a great discussion about tonight, is one of our signature programs is the mentoring program. It's the George B. Thomas Senior Learning Academy. And so with that being said, let's kind of jump right into it. Now, before we start, I'll just say it's safe to say that this year has started out like no other in 2020 with the COVID-19. The pandemic just turned our lives upside down. And for me personally, it's actually changed my work habits. I used to go in the office every day, and now I'm working from home full time. My family, we've had some signature milestone events. We've actually had to postpone those this year due to COVID. But the COVID-19, I tell you, it's really had an impact on service organizations. And it's really just made service organizations just really adjust on how they're actually doing things to uplift the community. So today, our first program in the George B. Thomas Senior Learning Academy, what they really do is it's an organization that really just provides students in Montgomery County with a 6th day of instruction to close the achievement gap in reading and math. And here with us today, which is my co-host, Brother Dr. Perlman, which is actually a George B. Thomas Senior Learning Academy board member. So let's just jump right into the conversation. Such as we said, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many after-school Saturday programs have just been put on hold. However, the George B. Thomas Senior Learning Academy has continued to provide students in Montgomery County with additional support in reading, math, and other enrichment academic areas through offering online tutoring. So, Brother Dr. Perlman, just briefly, just provide us an overview of the George B. Thomas Senior Learning Academy Saturday School program and the demographics of the students the program serves in Montgomery County, Maryland.
Yes, certainly. Thank you, Brother Ratliff. Yeah, the George B. Thomas Senior Learning Academy has been in existence for over 35 plus years now. Started out in a one-room location in Albany, Maryland back in 1986, and now has expanded to now serve approximately 3,000 students in Montgomery County and supporting a 6th day of instruction in reading and math. Over the years, the GBTLA program has also provided additional academic programs for students that now also includes tutoring services for many of our high school students, and also an expanded STEM program as well. So the George B. Thomas Learning Academy is really trying to meet the needs of all students in Montgomery County, with a special focus on closing the achievement gap, not only in Montgomery County, but also kind of setting an example to the nation as a whole.
So what type of impact has a Saturday school program have on students in learning in Montgomery County?
The program's math and reading component really has a significant impact on students being able to accelerate through their learning, and those students who are maybe one or two grades at a time, they're receiving that needed extra instructional support to help them improve their reading, math skills, and to eventually have students enter back onto grade level proficiency.
Yeah, now that's an exciting program. But let me ask you this. What information would you like our audience members to know about the program that they may not be able to learn by just logging onto the George B. Thomas Senior Learning Academy Saturday School website?
Yeah, sure. Our program, GBTLA, is really geared towards many of our minority students and farm students who are free and reduced meals, who do not necessarily always have the additional financial support for a program like this. And so we offer scholarships for students who are in need. And we want to make sure that parents understand that we're not only here to support students, but we also have programs to help support parents who are looking to, receive their GED. So we even have a.
Okay. Now, why should a parent of a student who attends school in Montgomery County who may need additional academic support register the student for the Saturday School program?
Yeah, it's a great program that has able to, survive this pandemic and provide online support for students on Saturday mornings. And so, it's a great opportunity for students to really, fill in the gaps in their learning that this pandemic has created. And the great thing about this program is that, we're going to be moving into the summer time as well. We can continue the process of filling in the gaps in learning that the pandemic has created into the next school year. So again, it's a great opportunity for students to develop up the skills, and even in some cases, accelerate the skills through the STEM program.
Got it. And I tell you, that's some exciting stuff there, that STEM program. Now, like any program, funding is always key. So if a member of our audience wants to make a financial contribution to the Saturday School program, where can they make a donation at?
Yes, this is very critical to the program, especially during this time of year where we're looking to receive scholarship money to support students who cannot afford necessarily the registration fee for our Saturday School program. And so you may go to the Saturday School website where you can look for the donation link, click on that link, and then make your contribution. Again, it's a 501c organization, so it's a tax write-off. And so again, we encourage people to support this important program.
Excellent. So that on that note, Brother Dr., I'll go ahead and pass it to you to talk about some of the other exciting opportunities that we actually have here in Montgomery County, Maryland.
All right, thank you, Brother Ratliff. Right, so as we move into our next segment is about community service. And we'll be speaking with the Vice Chairman of the MUNU Chapter Social Action Committee, Brother Jason Miller. Every year, we have what we call the annual MLK Day of Service, where many organizations support this one-day program where we are out and about in the community and really trying to serve the needs of people within Montgomery County. Brother Miller, tell our listeners this evening a little bit about the purpose behind what your new chapter does annually for the MLK Day of Service.
Oh, well, thank you, Brother Proman. All right. So what the brothers usually tend to do is we usually find a service or two service projects to perform during this time. This year, we had to be a little, creative and use our ingenuity. So what we did was we collected items. We collected, supplies from, and we had them dropped off at several locations, so that the brothers wouldn't have to drive so far on this day. So what we did then was on the day of MLK, the brothers would come to a central location, of course, masking COVID-19 distancing, social distancing precautions taken, and we put together supply baskets. So we put together close to 50 transitional baskets for needy families in Montgomery County, and donated to them to the Montgomery County Coalition of Montgomery County Shelter. I apologize. And we also collected non-perishable goods for Shepherd's Table down in Silver Spring as well.
All right. So for that first service project, you talked a little about the transitional basket for the men of the Coalition for Homeless. And you talked about the service project, the second service project for Shepherd's Table, where you're collecting food items for the meal service. Tell us a little about what's the most rewarding thing, that you take away from these types of projects that goes on in the community each year. What is your biggest takeaway? What is most rewarding participating in?
Well, the most rewarding part is to, one, see, and feel the appreciation that comes from the, individuals who not only work at the site, but, participate in the programming of the, of the Coalition for the Homeless or at Shepherd's Table, transitional home shelter. So, I mean, that's a magnificent reward in itself. And as we all know, brother, Dr. Martin Luther King was a man of service. And that's what we as Omega Men live by. So just getting up early at the crack, on a day where it's supposed to be the day off of work, but it's not actually a day off of work. So the reward is getting together, and due to COVID, it's kind of been, very difficult. And we have, as an organization like ours, the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, our camaraderie is so, great, and we come together. So it's been hard to do that. But like I said, with social distancing precautions taken, we were able to come together and perform this service for the community. So that's probably one of those are the biggest rewards, I would have to say.
All right. Well, thank you, Brother Miller, for providing us with this, important update about the work that the Brothers of Munu chapter are doing to support two important service organizations in Montgomery County, the Montgomery County Coalition for the Homeless and Shepherd's Table. All right, so great work. Continue to provide service to our families and students in Montgomery County. Let's switch gears and talk about the upcoming Montgomery County Public Schools Historical Black Colleges and Universities Fair. Moderating this segment again is Brother John.
Thank you, Brother Dr. Proman. The Montgomery County HBCU College Fair is taking place this Friday, March the 12th through Saturday, February 13th. The HBCU College Fair will be virtually, we'll do it virtually this year due to COVID. But Brother Dr. Proman, can you tell us about the upcoming 13th annual Montgomery County HBCU College Fair?
Yes, certainly. Over the past 13 years, there's been a real push of making sure that many of our students in Montgomery County know about the history and culture of HBCU. And this year, we continue to encourage students of our county to participate in the college fair, which will be held on Tuesday, and then workshops that will be held on Wednesday. So it's a great opportunity for our young people to participate in, this important event.
All right. So will there be an opportunity for students to apply for scholarship money during this college fair this year?
Yes, well, there are a couple of things. One, there'll be on-spot admissions, which will means that there will be some colleges offering on-spot admissions and scholarships for students. So students will walk away on Friday or Saturday with, being accepted into a university and also being rewarded money. There are also organizations such as organizations in many of our sororities who also offer scholarships to students who are attending HBCUs, and they will be present that day as well to talk with young people about those opportunities.
Yeah, perfect. Now, how else will MUNU chapter be involved in the Montgomery County HBCU College Fair?
Yes, actually, the Divine Nine National Panhandle Council for Montgomery County will participate in a panel discussion titled as Future Leaders of Tomorrow, because as we all know, those individuals who attend HBCUs become many of our leaders of our nation, all right? And so we'll have that taking place on Saturday, February 13th from 12 to 1:30 p.m. And it will be hosted by the brothers of the MUNU chapter of Montgomery County, Maryland.
Perfect, perfect. Now, last question for you on the HBCU College Fair. Where can families find out more information about the HBCU College Fair and additional information about the College Fair workshops?
Yeah, many of our families can actually go to the MCPS website, Montgomery County Public Schools website, and type in HBCU College Fair, and that will bring up a link that will take them to the site where all the information is posted for the events of this weekend. So I encourage all of our listeners out there, especially in Montgomery County, to go to the website and make sure that you're registered to attend this great event.
Thanks again, Brother Dr. Proman. I'm actually looking forward to it. So again, the HBCU College Fair will be taking place Friday, February 12th, going through Saturday, February 13th. Now, let me just say this. I personally look forward to the HBCU Divine Nine panel discussion. I have a high school senior right now who's got some opportunities. I think it'd be good for her to kind of listen in and hear about other opportunities that are out there. But more importantly, from a parent's perspective, more from a scholarship perspective. So definitely looking forward to that coming up this Saturday. And again, like always, I see MUNU is always definitely involved in the community and doing great things. So let's go ahead and shift gears really to our last segment, which is our second district virtual Game Changers Conference, which is personally for me, which is one of my favorites. So let's just jump into our next and final podcast segment this evening. We'll share information about the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated Second District Virtual Game Changers Conference for young males. Now, this one-day virtual conference is open to male students, grades 4 through 12th in the states of Maryland, New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania, and New York. So with that, this evening we have Brother Donald Williams, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated Second District Chairman for the Fatherhood Initiative and Mentoring Committee. Welcome, Brother Williams. So I'll just say this. Let's just jump right into it. Oh, no problem. So Brother Williams, let's just jump right into it. So let's just tell us about the history and the purpose behind the Game Changers Conference.
Hey, look, I'm so proud of the leadership first of Dr. Brother Perlman and his vice chair, Jason, and of course you, Sean Ratliff, our vice bosses, and Mighty MUNU in Montgomery County. Just so proud, feel like a proud papa to watch you for all the planned events. So the Game Changer Conference was launched March 2012. If you remember, it was 3 weeks after Trayvon Martin. And let me just say this, no one accomplished anything significant alone. I gotta mention a few names to give a shout out to some of the folks behind the scenes that helped launch the Game Changer Conference. Saul Graham, I recall meeting him at his country club after he played a tennis match, set up appointment, and he's the first African-American businessman in Montgomery County. He was the first one to sow financially into the Game Changer for 3 years. Then I got to mention Reverend Tim Warner. He was vice president of Montgomery County Public School System Family Engagement. We sat down and had dinner one day, and he said, "What can I do to help out?" He had control. He has provided bus transportation. Those of you who work the Game Changer know how important and how valuable that is, the bus transportation. We've been having that ever since. And then we had Dr. Clement Solomon at Montgomery College. That's where I coached basketball for 10 years. Him and Dr. Parlett literally opened up the campus for us the first 3 years. We started in the theater. We had about 150 students on the first Game Changer, March 12th. Then we went to the theater arts at the Rockville campus. 500, explosive blessing. And then in the third year, we went to Globe Auditorium on the Georgetown campus. On a day with snow, we had over 600. And it was clear to us that the impact in the community is so much needed. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention David Hill, the 22nd Bosses of New Chapter. He would tell you the story about having a vision of what can we do to make a greater impact. And I, as Social Action Chair, provided the program, and I'm so proud of the brothers. For the last 10 years, we have impacted, prior to COVID, 500 African-American males and minority males of color. And so again, this is clearly a team effort, collaboration model. Dr. Sean Joseph, Dr. Greg Bell, again, these are men in leadership position in Montgomery County that came together. And so here we are 10 years in this unprecedented conference that impacts huge numbers. And so the Game Changer Conference, what it's really about, it allows young males and adult males a forum to discuss men issues, to learn basic life skills, such as how to tie a tie. We incorporate how to tie a bow tie the last 5 years, proper handshake, a 30-second interview, dental care, how to treat like a lady. All these life skills that young males can use on their journey of life. Now, in October, we had to switch gears. COVID-19 caused us to do things in a new way. So I was so proud of the teaming, our team that came together and decided to do the conference in a virtual environment. And so we had, I got to also mention, we had about 150 participants on that day. And so that was part one. We realigned the Game Changer Conference to align with back to school. And so here we are in Black History Month, February 27th. We have part two of the Game Changer Conference. And I wake up every morning thinking about our young people and their families. And so the conference has been planned with that in mind. February 27th at 9 a.m., we'll be doing part two of the Game Changer Conference. As the founding organization, being UCF, Youth Development Organization, the public school system, Montgomery College, the University of Shady Grove, the Panhandle, all of this is the collaboration model that was envisioned prior to March the 12th. And so we are excited to do a family conference on February 27th. If you want to register, thegameconference.org. Click on the link, you'll get a response back, and then you meet us in that space. And we are so excited to have a great lineup, a workshop for everyone. I'll yield there.
Yeah, well, I tell you, Brother Williams, I am so excited. I know you had talked about some of those workshops, how to tie ties, 30-second interviews, and how young males can perform a proper handshake. Now, let me ask you this. Will there be any other contest for young males to participate in the showcase their academic knowledge and skills this year?
Absolutely. Excited. I agree in that excitement. I've been planning. It's a labor of love. This year, we're going to try to keep something fresh. We're going to do a poem contest. And so we highly encourage our students to compete in the poem contest. What does that look like? Well, that looks like memorizing a poem. And more importantly, we asking students to share their thoughts in writing. Write down what the poem means to you so that our team can evaluate poems. Poems such as Invictus, See It Through, Live Your Creed, The Bridge Builder. We're going to have our young ladies in this moment, Mother to Son, Gentlemen, I Rise. And so it's an exciting time for our young students, for our parents, our fathers, our mothers, our guardians. We want you there on February the 27th, 9 a.m.
Outstanding, outstanding. So I know we're in our 10th year. So let me ask you this last question. How can parents and students register for the Game Changers Conference for young males?
Yeah, again, let me just say, this is a family affair. Again, this specific conference in this virtual environment was planned with families in mind. We're all going through, pressing through. And so we want you to go to www.thegameconference.org. As I was saying, there's a workshop for everyone. We're going to have one of our pediatricians, Dr. Keith Boyton, is going to tell us best practices to keep us safe, keep families safe. We got one of our standout principals, Dr. Gorman Brown out of Prince George's. He's going to share what you need to be excellent in this moment. Students, you have to be excellent. We're counting on you. And then we have invited the scholarship lady, Carla Dickinson. And then we're excited to team with the Assault on the Literacy of Brother Xavier Holiday, who will be emphasizing reading. Leaders are readers, and readers lead.
So thank you, Brother Williams. I really appreciate it. Again, this is one of my favorite events here. So I know we're kind of getting close to time here. But on that note, I'll go ahead and turn it over to Brother Dr. Proman to really just kind of wrap us up and close us out. Brother Dr. Proman, I'll pass it to you.
All right, thank you. All right, so New Chapter Bridge Builder Mentor Program is one of our upcoming sessions for future events. Will take place Saturday, February 20th. If you would like for your student to participate in the Bridge Builder Mentoring Program, please visit the MUNU Chapter website by going to www.munuqs.org. Click on the registration link and register your student. Again, thank you for joining this podcast segment of Qs on the Move. The next Qs on the Move podcast segment will be held on Tuesday, March 9th at 8:00 p.m. I'd like to share these final words. We encourage you to take good care of yourselves. You can keep those around you safe by keeping your 6 feet apart, wear your mask, and wash your hands to protect yourself, your loved ones, and others during this unprecedented health crisis. Until next time, Be the change you wish to see in the world. Be well and stay safe. Have a good evening.